As a public defender, Judge Karen fought for her client's rights. She was elected to the bench because she believes in doing the right thing.
I'm very passionate about helping people, period. Y'all two grown people need to get your own house.
Right.
You had 7 years to have told him that. When we fight, who's gonna win?
You are.
I don't answer questions, I ask them.
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand.
Objective, independent justice.
I'm ready to rule. If you keep walking, you can overcome whatever circumstances you're facing.
This is Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Robert Gaines is suing Marcus Reed in the amount of $20,000. Mr. Gaines claims his grandson's viral podcast spilled family secrets that tanked his reputation and political ambitions, and says Mr. Reed needs to pay for the harm he caused.
Mr. Gaines, you're suing Mr. Reed for $20,000 for emotional distress and damage to your reputation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you are, what is your reputation?
Well, at that time, I was a councilman running for my 5th term.
Okay.
And my grandson, he made a malicious video, a podcast that
Involving you?
Involving our families.
Okay.
Discretions.
So, how old are you?
I'm 62, ma'am.
Okay. So, your reputation was one of what?
Well, I'm just cut to the quick. We, as a family, were migrant workers working in Texas.
Right. You mean in the past, your family, you come from a family of migrant workers?
Yes, ma'am. And I, as the oldest, been trying to work on our family legacy. I've been the one who's been the breadwinner and basically guiding and leading our family.
Okay.
And not just our family, but the community, ma'am.
Right.
We've been working in the different churches, working in the different homes.
Are you a pastor too?
Well, assistant pastor at that time.
Okay.
But before, as I progressed, I got more into politics. But first, a community activist, then got into the politics.
So as my understanding is that you just realized you were related to him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so tell me your story.
So my story is I'm adopted, and my adopted mother, I later found out she was actually my biological auntie. That's only because, so I'm a doctor, I'm a psychologist, and I've been working with generational healing and truth for my community.
Okay.
So as a result, I wanted to know who was my family and where was I from.
So you grew up in a household where you were adopted by someone who you thought was just a stranger who adopted you, but you later learned that the person that raised you as a mother?
As a mother.
Was really your aunt.
Correct.
But she never told you that.
She never told me that until I figured it out through, I did ancestry DNA tests.
What, you were an adult then?
I was an adult then.
Okay, were you her only child?
Yes.
You're the only child in the household?
Correct.
And all those years of your childhood, she never once said, we're really related?
She never told me that.
Well, was she a mother to you?
She was a great mother. She inspired me to become a psychologist. She's a psychiatrist herself.
Okay.
And I actually I wasn't helping myself. So when I did the DNA test, I found some cousins. Actually, I have some evidence from my DNA test.
Okay.
I found some cousins in Sharman, Texas.
Right.
And that's when they introduced me to some pictures, some old family pictures.
Right.
And I seen a lady that looked like my mother. And I said, hey.
Your mother who adopted you.
Who adopted me. And I called her on FaceTime and said, hey, I'm in Sharman, Texas. There's a lady look just like you. And that's when she broke down and told me that she's actually my biological auntie, not just my adopted mother.
I can show some light on that, if you don't mind, Judge. We had to make a hard decision.
When was this decision?
I was 30, and my daughter was messing around with a man who was around my age, around 24. She was only 14.
Okay.
And she got pregnant by him.
Okay.
Now, I had a hard decision I had to make. The dad, he was into drugs. He were, again, violence. And again, as a man that was trying to out there working with the people in the community, and then my child getting caught up in that, I didn't know what to do.
Well, you didn't seem to have a strong hold on your child. I mean, what were you doing at home trying to help everybody in the community? What was you doing at home? I'll tell you one thing, I could not have had a boyfriend. I couldn't have had a boyfriend when I was 14. I was not allowed to take company, as they used to say.
And again, same thing here, ma'am. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, well, then how your daughter got out from under you?
Again, as parents, we do the best we can.
Right, but what were you doing for her?
I raised my child right. Don't get me wrong. I raised her in the church, strictly by the Bible.
Right.
We were going by godly principles.
Right.
My child knows what she did.
Right.
And she knows what she did because when we made that decision that we had to make that hard call.
What hard call did you have to make?
The hard call we made, ma'am, was
and
that...
stop yelling.
I'm sorry. The hard call we made was that I had a choice. Press charges or abortion. And I don't believe in abortion, or adoption. And then when I say...
So let me understand. So your daughter gets pregnant by this bad guy?
Yes, ma'am.
And at 14?
At 14.
And you decide that did you have a wife?
I'm sorry?
Did you have a wife at the time?
I said we as a family.
As a family decided that we were going to give the baby up for adoption. Is that right?
With my daughter, with the other members of my family, my sister, all of us was together when we made this decision.
Right.
Coming up on Supreme Justice.
It means so much to you, the legacy and all, remember?
You know, it's hard being a black man in America.
No,
Judge, it's hard being a black man
being a black woman in America, too. Is that where we going?
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Robert Gaines, who is suing his grandson, Marcus Reed, for emotional distress.
So what was the decision that the family made?
So instead of just going to a legal adoption agency, my youngest sister took her in.
When she gave birth, your sister,
yes, ma'am,
who was how old?
She's just a couple years younger, so she had to be 28.
She took her. Why didn't y'all take her? Why didn't you just raise the baby like it was your baby?
Again, the decision...
He wanted nothing to do with me.
No, it was more to it. See,
why do you think that? Because he didn't like who your daddy was.
The family was messing with us.
And also, Your Honor, when I did the ancestry DNA, I found my cousins. They led me to my grandpa. I went to his house thinking he would be happy to see me. He never seen me. And he told me that he didn't know what I was talking about, and he didn't actually want to see me. He basically told me to leave his doorsteps.
Well, then I don't understand something, but you were raised by his sister.
Thank you, Your Honor, yes.
Okay, but my question is, if this was family, how come you didn't know who this man was?
He never came around, Your Honor, and they hid it.
The family got mad at me, Your Honor. Okay. Everybody got mad at me. I was being extorted by his other side, his family. They were threatening me, trying to expose stuff. So I had a lot of pressure going on at the time.
Mr. Gaines, okay, this is not a political speech. Your sister agreed to take him.
Yes.
But then she stopped talking to you?
Yes, she got mad too. Everybody felt that the decision I made was wrong.
Okay, because your sister thought that you should what?
Maybe they might have felt that I should have raised the child myself. I don't know.
Or let me.
But like I said, I was being extorted by the people. They knew where I was in the community. They knew what our legacy of our family.
It's all about your reputation. This don't feel like this about no family. Because guess what? There's family right there. Your blood is running through this person right there, and you keep talking about the community and the community and the community and the community. And how your sister is raising him, and you don't have him in the family.
My sister got mad at me.
Right.
Because of the decision we made, so we weren't talking either.
What were you doing to repair that relationship? It means so much to you, the legacy and all, remember?
You know, it's hard being a black man in America. No, Judge, it's hard being a black man in America.
It's hard being a black woman in America, too. Is that where we going?
I'm stating the fact that we make hard decisions and we have to live with it.
Stop, please. You're wearing me out with this. You don't even know what you want. You don't know what your goals are. You don't know what you're working for.
I take that offense. I do know what I'm going through. As a man of God, I know what I was going through.
Okay, a man of God wouldn't have given up his child.
But I could have made a choice of abortion. I didn't make that choice either.
What?
I made the choice to hold on to the child.
Watch your tone.
I'm going to send you outside because you're raising my blood pressure.
I'm sorry. No, but I could have did that in a time when that's the quickest thing they do.
You need to stop yelling.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? You have given me every possible excuse, and then you got to come down to a black man in America. I mean, really? Really? This boy finally shows up, a grown man, and says, Grandpa, I know how much family means to you. Here I am, your family. And what happened?
And he said, I don't know what you're talking about. Leave my doorstep.
Told you to get out of his face.
Yes.
And then what'd you do?
I left, and actually what I did was I already had a podcast, so I made a series called Healing Intergenerational Pain and Trauma, and I told my truth. I told my truth about...
What did you say in your truth?
Yeah, so I told the truth about me being adopted, not knowing my real mother, and finding out that my grandpa actually tried to hide my mother.
No, I didn't try to hide.
Because she was 14, and the fact he was embarrassed because he was trying to be a politician, and he didn't want that on his...
That was worth more. That reputation was worth more.
Yes.
What about your mother, your biological mother? Did you reach out to her?
I still haven't met her yet.
Why haven't you met her?
I've been trying, but there's still a disconnect with I heard she was in Washington, D.C., but I'm still only hearing, and I still haven't got a connection with her.
Well, you know what? And all this stuff that I'm hearing that he's trying to protect family ain't even talking to each other. Somebody's in Washington, D.C., we don't know where she is. His sister's with you, not even talking to him. You go 18, 20 years and didn't even go to a family reunion or a barbecue chicken party. Nothing. So you told your truth on the podcast.
Yes.
And then what happened?
And then that's when he felt betrayed, or he felt like I was sabotaging, I was sabotaging his political campaign because he was in the middle of a campaign.
Oh, he was in the middle of a campaign.
Yes, he was in the middle of a campaign.
What was this? Your fourth or fifth term?
Fifth term, but again,
did you lose?
Yes, ma'am. I lost because of the video.
No, you lost because of who you are.
No, ma'am, please.
Please. You lost because of who you are.
And I'm a good man. You know, it's hard.
So, and then you know what really tells you who you are?
Yes,
you
ma'am.
sitting here suing this boy about your reputation. It's still about your reputation. It's not about family. Can I tell you what it sounds like it's about? It's about me, and a little bit more of me. Oh, did I mention me?
Coming up.
But I always call her mom, but she's actually my auntie now that I found that out.
But she's still mom.
She's still mom.
Mother is a verb.
You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Robert Gaines, who is suing his grandson, Marcus Reed, for emotional distress.
Okay, yes, maybe we didn't communicate. Yes, I was taken off guard. But then you come and we talk it out, man to man. You don't go and exploit our secrets out to the world.
I tried to talk it out
but you don't do that. That's
what
this culture does.
Excuse me, he showed up at your doorstep. This man to this man.
A lot of people show up. I didn't know who he was, ma'am. I haven't seen him. My sister pulled him away.
I'm your grandson. Should have clicked in your head.
A lot of people say these some family members trying to steal me for money.
Okay, now you know he is your grandson.
And now I do. Yes, I do.
You have got to stop yelling at me. I'm going to step out of here in a minute. I don't like to be yelled at.
Yes, ma'am.
Where do we come up with the $20,000? What is this supposed to represent to you?
First, again, when he came out with the podcast, we sent him a cease and desist letter. Again, just to say, hey, and I was planning to talk to him later on about this, but not in the middle, in the heat of a campaign. That's
okay, well, the campaign's over. Now you lost. Now where are we? Family. When's the last time y'all had a family reunion?
Okay, and I'll be real here. I've been trying to reach out. I've been trying to call. I've been trying to talk to him. He doesn't want to talk to him. Now I am the villain. Okay, I got that.
Do we have any witnesses here?
Yes, my mom is actually here.
Your biological mother?
No, not my adopted mother. But I always call her mom, but she's actually my auntie now that I found that out.
But she's still mom.
She's still mom.
Mother is a verb.
Yes.
She mothered you.
Yes.
There's some mothers that are nouns that are not mothers. There are other kind of mothers.
Yes.
The court's going to call Evelyn Gaines Reed. Come forward and be sworn, miss. Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. You could step over here with your son. So, Miss Reed, I've been hearing a lot of testimony about this family and these secrets, and I'm sure you heard some of the testimony outside.
Yes.
How do we go all these years without him, your son, knowing the situation?
Coming up.
He's not where you can even have a common conversation with him.
There you go again, always interrupting.
You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Robert Gaines, who is suing his grandson, Marcus Reed, for emotional distress.
Well, I adopted him when he was a baby, and so I didn't feel it was a need to say, you know, like what the trauma was until he got older. And when he got older, then I was more than welcome to say that I'm his aunt, but I love him as my child.
But you didn't tell him. He found it out through Ancestry or one of these other websites.
Yes, he did.
Right, but why didn't you tell him?
I just wanted to make sure, Your Honor, when he was ready. I didn't want to force a trauma because I'm actually healing as well.
Right.
With me protecting the legacy. I don't have personal, you know, biological children of my own.
Right.
So he was my
Your
child.
And he is your child.
Yes.
Well, everybody keeps hearing about this family legacy, but it just sounds like a title because I don't see family here. Where's family going on here? Families are separated, living in different places, not talking to each other, keeping secrets. When's the last time you saw your brother?
I haven't seen him in a while due to the fact is, I mean, listening to him outside, arguing with you, he's very irate.
Right.
And he's not where you can even have a common conversation with him.
Come on.
There you go again, always interrupting.
And I want him to know that I really love him, Your Honor. But all these years, he's talking about him, and not this child. This child is in our family.
I mean, when's the last time there was a family reunion? What about when we all got together around the tree and would follow la la line? When was the last time that happened?
Judge Karen's verdict when Supreme Justice returns. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.
Talks on people's birthdays, anniversaries, none of that happened.
No.
So y'all don't really have family. Sounds like y'all don't have family. Where's the family? Where's this great family that we've been protecting? Where is it?
I've been working on it.
But where you've been working on it for 30 or 40 years, and you've gotten nowhere. Look where you are, in court, suing your only grandson for $20,000 for ruining your reputation when you ruined your own reputation.
But Your Honor, but again, like you said, she could have said something. All this time,
Always
I'm the
somebody
only one
else.
holding signatures.
Always somebody else. Get a mirror. Take a look at the man in it. I'm ready to rule. Judgment for the defendant. Good luck to you.
All rise.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
Any final comments on the case?
Yeah, I just want to say family's supposed to be everything, but my grandpa showed me sometimes personal things like political gains is more important than family.
Again, I'm just trying to teach a young man how to grow up, a young boy to grow up to be a man. And I'm surrounded by women, and I was surrounded by women today in this court, not giving me a chance to speak.
Thank you.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.